It is finally here. After 2.5 years, we finally have the Hell of the North. Paris-Roubaix is back on the World Tour calendar. The cycling world was such a different place when this race last took place. Of course, it was Phil Gilbert winning for Deceuninck Quickstep, who are the favourites here. Phil Gilbert has moved on though to pastures new, of course, at Lotto Soudal. But really, Deceuninck Quickstep are the massive favourites for me. They have 4 riders, Askren, Seneschal, Stibar and Yves Lampaert, who could win this race. Of course, Van der Poel here. Is his back going to cause some issues? We shall see. Wout Van Aert, one of the other big pre-race favourites, of course, but they have more options such as Mike Teunissen in that Jumbo-Visma team. What can the likes of Victor Kampenaerts do? Quebecer Nextash, who are folding Netzier, apparently with a pretty good outfit. We have Stefan Kung, Arnold Demar for Groupama FDJ, Peter Sagan, potentially his last race for Bora Hansgrohe before he goes to Total Energies, with Nils Pollitt, the runner-up from 2019. Couple options for AG2R with, of course, that signing of Greg Van Avermaet. How can Jasper Stuyven and Mads Pedersen go to fairly big contenders for Trek-Segafredo? Dylan van Baarle after second place at the World Champs. What can he do in a pretty nice Ineos Grenadier team featuring Moscon and Quieto? Trentin and Christoph always could be there, particularly if the race is extra difficult for UAE Team Emirates. One of the informed teams right now, Bahrain victorious, Mohoric and Colbrelli, who makes his race debut in that European Champions jersey. But I think Marco Haller and Heinrich Hausler could cause a surprise. So I've had a quick scroll through and we are going to go for Trek-Segafredo for our playthrough today. Jasper Stuyven just missed out on that podium at the World Championships in his home city, but we are going to try and make up for it for a win at Paris-Roubaix with Stuyven. Pedersen, not sure he has the cobble to compete, of course, a very good sprinter. And we have a pretty strong team in general. Toon, Simmons, Kirsch, all pretty good cobble riders. Let's get into it. Paris-Roubaix is underway for the first time in over 2 years. Oh, I'm so pumped for it. And I would quite like to go in today's breakaway. Let's try and get some riders to the front. Simmons, maybe even Mads Pedersen may be allowed up the road here. Okay, so we do have a group of 9 riders off the front. I have managed to get Alex Kirsch and Quinn Simmons in this group. Hopefully this group can sustain itself at the front of the race. Over a minute's lead already. Now the Dutch champion Timo Racen is attacking, and if there are more attacks, I may as well try and follow with a third rider. Let's see. But no, this will be the final breakaway for today's race at Paris-Roubaix. 9 riders up the road. There were some more attacks, none went up the road, and I think we can be pretty happy with this situation. Quinn Simmons on a +3 day. He's just going to sit on and hopefully be our kind of leader from this group, whilst Alex Kirsch, although he's on a good day as well, I think Simmons will be a little stronger. And here we go, the breakaways starting to attack each other as we enter the first cobbles for 2.5 years. This is a wonderful sight to see. Alex Kirsch still working quite hard on the front. Like I said, a few guys from the breakaway not too happy and starting to attack each other. But now let's concentrate as well on the group behind. And interesting to note that Yves Lampaert is on the front already for Deceuninck Quickstep. Not too sure about that strategy myself, but of course they are going to try and control the race as Jasper Philipsen does puncture behind. Could have been a potential outsider for sure, maybe still can be. Anyway, from this peloton group, I definitely want to try and follow any more attacks that are going up to that breakaway. Okay, and actually I've missed a few moves. Here we go. Ivan Garcia Cortina is on the attack, and former champion, defending champion, Phil Gilbert is on the attack as well. Marco Aller is trying to follow as well. The Austrian from Bahrain, victorious. And now Edward Toons try and sit on these guys. We don't really need to work with them, but I will work with them maybe at like 65. But anyway, we are going to sit in as we have a full behind as well. Sonny Colbrelli, the European champion, is down. I think he will be back on his bike, trying to get back in ASAP. But we have a minute already on the peloton in this group behind with, yeah, like I said, 3 very good riders. And another fall for Jasper Philipsen, far from ideal for him. But this position we're in is pretty perfect because Toons isn't working. They're not really asking him to work with Gilbert, Garcia Cortina and Allaire, whilst Kirsch can probably sit up on the front. We are controlling the rhythm. Oh, bad moment because Jasper Stuyven has punctured. He's on a -1 day and he is definitely going to have to spend a little extra energy than I would have liked trying to force his way back to the front of proceedings. That is not ideal. Now Ryan Mullen, who is helping him out, has punctured as well. Oh my word. Anyway, looking to the front of the race, Edward Toons is here alongside Gilbert and that Allaire group as well with IGC2. We will work with Kirsch, we will work with Edward Toons because Quinn Simmons is definitely still our leader from this breakaway. Just a little extra firepower now in this group. Now more attacks taking place. Thunderwolf, Massey Mahoric, we have John Danekolb, Mike Tunison as well. Okay, this is very, very interesting. Now we could have a very large group at the front of the race. Let's try and maybe up the tempo to 70, 72 as well as we're coming onto some more cobbled sections. Jasper Stuyven has recovered very, very nicely as well. And a puncture for Kasper Askren is going to force him very far back in the front group. We've also had an attack by Giacomo Nizzolo, not trusting his sprint. He's trying to bridge up to some of his teammates. Right, we are just 4 kilometers away from the Trey to Arenberg, and Mads Pedersen has punctured. Oh, Campenarts falls as well. That is such horrible, horrible timing because we are going to have to spend quite a bit of energy trying to get back to the front of the group ahead of the most difficult sector of the race, of course. And I think this group of 6 riders are just going to make the bridge ahead of the Arenberg. And you know what? Toons and Kirsch are pretty much done. They can now sit up at maybe 50. Let's try and get to the front with Quinn Simmons and reduce this group if we can on the True to Arenberg. Stuyven stay in position. Now we have attacks as well onto the Arenberg. It's Sagan, Askren, Colbrelli as well. They are following those moves, and Pedersen, get to the front if you can. So Stuyven and Pedersen survive the Arenberg. 72 left in the peloton, but we still have quite a few riders just a minute up the road now, including Quinn Simmons and a very strong group as well. And now I must say the race is really on. We have Dillier and Tim Declercq, the tractor, on the front, and the gap to this breakaway really is being heavily reduced right now. Quinn Simmons though still looking very, very strong. I think he could maybe have an impact on the latter stages of this race, but we need to be careful for Declercq firing riders up the roads. So we just about survived the next cobbled sector, down to 46 in the peloton, and still we have some big domestiques on the front. Terpstra, a former winner, is still there, and 8 riders on the front. It's getting whittled down slowly. So Simmons is caught from the breakaway, and look at the rhythm we are dealing with right now. Stuyven and Pedersen in particular are just trying to cling on. I would like to try and give Pedersen a chance really in this race, but I can see his energy. It's not looking great. So I think at this stage, it's time to admit that Mads Pedersen is not going to win Paris-Roubaix. We have 26 riders left in the race. Quinn Simmons is one of them, and Jasper Stuyven is the other for us. Oh, well, Mads Pedersen falls. That really puts paid to his chances, doesn't it? What a shame. He had so much energy left as well to act as a domestique. Oh, that is brutal. And that is also going to potentially hamper Quinn Simmons' chances because he is definitely now in domestique mode, helping out Jasper Stuyven. And here we go. Declercq Quickstep make their move. We have Seneschal, Stibar and Askren bridging away with Matthew van der Poel as well. Quinn Simmons are going to have to try and close this gap, my man. It seems that Wout Van Aert is sitting in for the moment, and look at this move, Matthew van der Poel on the attack. Look at these cobbles. We just need to survive this sector. I think Seth Van Marker, who's attacked on this sector a couple of times in his career. Okay, we are here. We are at the front of the race, I believe. Pollitt is here. A couple riders from Bora. Narsson working. And Van der Poel has dropped everyone who was in his group. We need some H2O with Jasper Stuyven, but it's not good timing because we have attacks. Here we go. Wout Van Aert trying to bridge up to Matthew van der Poel, and Stuyven just needs to cover every single move in this race right now. And Wout Van Aert has brought in Matthew van der Poel all by himself. What a move that was by Van der Poel. Let's sit up in this group, and we need to follow Kasper Askren if he's going to counter with Dylan van Baarle. Some of the leaders have so much energy still. Narsson is gone, Hausler is gone, Sagan is gone as well, and we have 9 riders left. What an attack that was by Dylan van Baarle. We need to sit up. I need some water ASAP. Alright, and Matthew van der Poel has counter attacked. I need some water as soon as possible with Stuyven. Let's try and grab some before this sector. Okay, and right now Sagan is back, and is he working for Nils Pollitt? It seems Peter Sagan is working for his teammate as Matteo Trentin has bridged that 1 minute gap to Van der Poel. What a massive lead. We have to work in this group now. And now more attacks, but Hausler, Narsson and Sagan in trouble again ahead of the cobbles, and I think we are going to bridge to Van der Poel and Trentin. This time it's often a Sepp Van Marker attack. Maybe we can come to the front, and maybe this is Jasper's time to counter attack. Let's go. Jasper Stuyven on the attack at Paris-Roubaix. Let's maybe go 75, not over push ourselves too early, and try and bridge a gap away from these guys. So we have 25 seconds. It's not a big gap as the Stybar bar. So unfortunate to puncture. And I think Trentin is going to bridge this gap. Let's sit up and get back in with the group of 9. Okay, we have 20k to go. And we still have some big, difficult cobbled sectors. Matthew van der Poel and Greg van Avermaet crash. What a moment that was. We saw it happen right in front of our eyes, and there are 7 left on the front. If Van der Poel or another rider come back as Trentin punches as well, what a sector this was. We have 6 riders left at the front. And now the car forwards Alabra, and I think we have the energy with Stuyven to put in a little dig, you know. Let's just go for a mini attack with Stuyven up to 85 tempo. Can we drop anyone? Van Marker, Pollitt, they're gone. We have 4 left. Van Aert, Askren and Dylan Van Baarle left. Capable of winning Paris-Roubaix this year. Will they work with me? I must say, Jasper Stuyven is looking fantastic. Van Marker and Pollitt are done. Van Aert, Van Baarle and Askren are in this group, and they're not even working. They're not even capable of working as Trentin and the likes of Stybar trying to bridge back up. Okay, we are joined again by Pollitt and Sepp Van Marker, and I must say, Stuyven looks fantastic in this race. Let's try and sit up, but now riders are coming back in. All right, no one is working with Jasper Stuyven. So you know what, coming into the final cobbled sector, there goes Wout Van Aert, and we have to try and follow Wout Van Aert right now. This is our move, our bid for glory at Paris-Roubaix. It's Van Aert and it's Stuyven going for victory. Oh my word, we have 20 seconds. Can we hold this to the line? But look at Van Aert. Oh my word, is he going to drop us? Is he going to drop us? He's come close to dropping us right there. It's Wout Van Aert and Stuyven, 40 seconds clear, and we have to try and work with the Belgian champion, but he's dropped us again. Oh my word, I took my eye off the ball, and Wout Van Aert has dropped Jasper Stuyven. Can we bridge back to him? I don't think we can. Oh, this could be heartbreak. Can we get back to Wout Van Aert's wheel into the velodrome? We're gonna try and give everything. So we are 4 seconds away, 6 seconds away from Wout Van Aert, 5 seconds, but his wheel is just too far. Oh, this is heartbreak. Stuyven is done. Wout Van Aert is done as well. And the group behind are coming on here. Askren is catching us, but can we get to Wout Van Aert's wheel? Oh, I think Wout Van Aert is going to win Roubaix. Or are we going to get caught by Askren? I'm going to try and sit in his wheel. We don't have anything left here. Wout Van Aert goes for the line. Everyone goes for the line. But Dylan Van Baarle comes round, and Dylan Van Baarle is going to win Paris-Roubaix for the Ineos Grenadiers. What a race it was. We made our bid for victory. I think we're going to be 3rd, are we? Or 4th on the day. What a race that was, and we end again 4th place with Jasper. It's a solo victory for Dylan Van Baarle, but yet more podium heartbreak for Jasper Stuyven. Oh my word, I thought we had a top 2 guaranteed with Wout Van Aert right there, but no, we were reeled in the end. But I hope you guys enjoyed that race. I really enjoyed that edition of Roubaix, and how good it is to finally have Roubaix back on the calendar. If you did enjoy, and if you're looking forward to the real life race, make sure you smash that like button, drop a sub on the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one.